least square regression. I want to derive the formula for calculating simple linear regression using least square method. Regression model, simple linear regression model is given as y equals to, let's say y subscript I equals to alpha plus beta x subscript I plus error term. Now, the first thing we do is to make this error term the subject. Make E the subject. If we make E the subject, then we're going to have an error term equals to then we take all of this to the other side, and we have y subscript I minus into bracket alpha plus beta s subscript I. Let's say this is equation 1 from this linear regression model. Now, we need to summate this equation 1 and square both sides. Summate equation 1 and square both sides. Now I want to summate. We have a summation E, let's say I also, equals to summation y subscript I minus alpha plus beta x I, bracket close, and square both sides. Now I want to square both sides. This is square, this is square. The next step now, we can call this one equation 2. We want to minimize the error term in equation 2. And how do we do that? We're going to do that by differentiate equation 2 with respect to first parameter here is alpha, then beta. First alpha, then beta. After then, let's say and equate to 0. We're going to differentiate equation 2 with respect to alpha first, then with respect to beta, and we are going to equate the two equations to 0. Now, the summation ai square divided by the summation the alpha, we want to differentiate with respect to alpha first. This is a function of a function. Now use this 2 to multiply the whole of this, and we have a 2 summation yi minus alpha plus beta xi. Now subtract 1 from these 2, it will remain 1 here. Into bracket, we will differentiate the inner function. We are differentiating with respect to alpha, so which means every other thing here will be 0. Now derivative of alpha is 1. Don't forget we have minus 1 here, therefore we have minus 1. If you multiply, then equals to 0. Then equals to 0. If you multiply all of these now, then we're going to have equals to minus 2 summation y subscript I minus alpha plus beta subscript I equals to 0. Now I want to divide all of these by minus 2. Divide by minus 2. If you divide all of this by minus 2, we're going to have a summation into brackets y subscript I minus 2 cancel this, so it is out. Alpha plus beta xi equals to 0. If you divide this by minus 2, we're going to have 0. So remove the bracket. We have a summation yi minus summation minus alpha. Alpha is a constant, so this will give us n alpha. You cannot say summation alpha, summation constant. That is not possible. Then we have minus multiplied by plus. We have a minus summation multiplied by this, and we have beta summation xi equals to 0. Make summation y subscript I the subject. If we make summation y subscript I the subject, we're going to have a summation y subscript I equals to, all of this will move to the side. We have n alpha plus beta summation xi, y alpha plus b summation xi. So you can call this one to be equation 3. Now we need to move back to equation 2. We want to differentiate equation 2 again with respect to beta now. Then we have the summation e subscript raised power 2 divided by the beta equals to, same way we differentiate this, we're going to have 2 multiplied by the unit of this, so we have 2 summation y subscript I minus alpha plus beta xi. Now if you subtract 1 from these two, we're going to have 1. So now we need to differentiate the inner function. If we differentiate the inner function here, we are differentiating with respect to beta now. So if we differentiate with respect to beta, we are going to have xi. Now you should not forget we have minus here. So everything is going to be minus xi equals to 0. So we multiply all of these by this. So we're going to have minus 2 summation xi into bracket y subscript I minus alpha plus beta x subscript I bracket close equals to 0. Here too we need to divide all of that by 2. So we divide through by 2, we're going to have divide by minus 2. Minus 2 will take care of this, so we have summation xi into brackets y subscript I minus alpha plus beta s subscript I equals to 0. If we open this bracket, we're going to have a summation xi yi minus alpha summation xi, then minus summation xi multiplied by beta summation xi. So we have beta summation xi square equals to 0. So we can also make summation xi yi the subject. So we have summation xi yi equals to then we have alpha summation xi plus beta summation xi square. So we can name this equation 4. So we have equation 4 already. So what do we do now? By simultaneous, let me write this to now. We have a summation yi equals to n alpha plus beta summation xi. That is our equation 3. Let me write our equation 4. Summation xi yi equals to alpha summation xi plus beta summation xi square is equation 4. Now, by simultaneous, we want to get the value of this parameter. That is, we have to unknown, which is alpha and also beta. Now by simultaneous, let's use elimination method. We're going to multiply this equation 3 by summation xi because we want to eliminate alpha. Then we'll multiply equation 4 by n. That is multiply equation 3 by summation xi and equation 4 by n. So if you do that now, multiply them, we're going to have we have to multiply equation 3 by summation xi. So we have here, we're going to have a summation xi, summation yi equals to n alpha summation xi plus beta. We already have summation xi here, so we have into bracket summation xi square. Let's say this is equation 5. Now I want to multiply equation 4 by n. So here we're going to have n summation xi yi equals to n alpha summation xi then plus n multiplied by this n beta summation xi square. So this is equation 6. Now if you put minus here, what do we observe? If there is minus here, what do we observe? So this is going to cancel this. So therefore we're going to have a summation xi summation yi minus n summation xi yi equals to beta summation xi square minus n beta summation xi square. So from here now we have beta and we have beta. We can make beta the subject from that point. So how do we do this? Let's continue from here. Continue from here. So now we have a summation xi summation yi minus n summation xi yi equals to beta into bracket summation xi square minus n beta summation xi square. Now we can make beta the subject. Make beta the subject. So from here now, if we make beta the subject, we're going to have beta equals to summation xi summation yi minus I think that is what we're going to have summation xi minus n summation xi yi divided by summation xi all square minus n. Sorry, we've already factorized beta from here, so we have some minus n summation xi square. So we can write it this way, or better still write it in this format. Beta equals to n summation xi yi minus summation xi summation yi divided by n summation xi square minus summation xi all square. If you put it this way, it is correct. If you put it this way, it is also correct. Now we've already gotten the value of our beta. Now we need to find alpha. Make alpha the subject. Make alpha the subject from equation 3. Now what is our equation 3? Let's remind us. This is our equation 3 here. Summation yi equals to n alpha plus beta summation xi. So that is our equation 3. Now I want to make alpha the subject here. So therefore we're going to have n alpha equals to summation yi. When you take this to this side, we have minus beta summation xi. Divide through by n. We have divided by n, divided by n, divided by n. So we're going to have alpha equals to summation yi over n, that is y bar, minus beta summation xi divided by n, that is also x bar. So I have x bar. So this is y bar x bar. This is the equation to find alpha, and this two here is the equation to find beta. Now if you want something more complicated, like here you have beta equals to n summation xi yi minus summation xi summation yi divided by n summation xi square minus into bracket summation xi all square. Summation xi all square. Then here we can just say alpha should be equals to y bar minus bracket open our beta, which is this. We have n summation xi yi minus summation xi summation yi divided by n summation xi square minus summation xi all square. Then we have x bar. This will also fly, but there is no need to be using this complicated. It's better we use this than to use it. So this is how to find beta and alpha of simple linear regression model using this square method.